个储藏箱也太小了吧！我的妈呀！看一下物品栏，我的东西根本不够放。我看一下外面的东西，外面的那个箱子有没有办法放？不然我现在身上太多东西了，有一点困扰。完全没办法跑，我现在跑那个氧气整个不足，能快走而已，最多就是快走。看能不能把东西放到这边来，转移，然后把自己的杂项资源全都丢进去，以达到最大。加。那我该怎么办？那东西太多了，等一下哦。照战，还有其他的那个容器可以装吗？蓄具展示柜、头盔展示武器架、武器箱、背包架子、扫描增幅器、船员位置、任务板。创建一连串输出链后，输出物品先将填满连接尾处的储藏容器。OK。那我只能再回去多做一点箱子了，不然我这边真的是不行。除非我全部都直接丢地板了，只是那样子有点乱。不过算了，直接丢着好了，不然我现在没办法。应该说要慢慢做，太耗材。嘿，Yuna 晚安。你知道为什么吗？因为今天晚上有任天堂直面会，我们阿豆，我应该直接打起来一下。那个看一下啊、今晚直面会10点一起看，这样子。啊，到时候我们一起看我们是会看英文版的啦。啊，因为日文版的我直接完全听不懂就算了。日文版的完全看不懂，英文的还可以懂一些，对，所以我就会看，到时候会看英文版。全部都丢地板。啊，到时候反正就10点来看嘛。我现在先解这个这样子，我还没有什么机会玩，就是探索北上地区太多，只有稍微绕了一下，然后抓了一点宝可梦而已。后来时间不够啊。救援这边好像有没有多的啊？对，食物的部分就可以直接丢地板上。李子、柠檬、桃子、梨子、法棍，法棍不能拿来当武器装备，也是有点可惜。还有一颗生菜，萝卜、芹菜、葡萄、蛇油、小扁豆、意面、那呢，白面包、黑面包。酸乳酒、酸奶、 柠檬，直接把它吃掉好了。反正我现在血不是满。今天提早，我也还没探索完地图，还是好大。对啊，俊，等一下我们一起看那个直面会，所以为了10点直面会我提早了，不然那个直面会1个小时不是40分钟啊。等我如果真的要看，然后再去玩的话，那个应该说看完就直接不用玩了，就知道11点。马铃薯、黄油、麻醉剂 ，OK， 这样子我身上东西会太多吗？对，衣服的部分是可以全部丢掉了。头盔，哎呦，头盔别人丢到我要的了，不能锁着也是很麻烦。我们看一下会对东西掉下来。我只要留着我的 Mark One 就好了，全部垃圾直接丢在家里。好了，先这样子，我们出门，这样子现在身体变轻了，就可以走。因为刚才身体太重，完全没有办法快速移动，超麻烦。我的船在哪里？哦，我船在这边。然后我看一下哈，我们应该可以直接传送过去吧。高昂的代价，我会直接返回陋室。我觉得还不错啦，以那个DLC 来讲，有这么大这样子分量的地图，比较划算呐。这个好像可以玩蛮久的这样子。What？ 为什么？可以跟我解释一下吗？守望号。那我飞船怎么办？啊，什么图案？好啦，好烦哦，深藏不露。我什么事都没做我只是要回去而已。找回等待追随者。
Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
我应该没有他们的，我应该没有 UC 的悬赏金啊，我应该没有被悬赏才对啊。
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat. The prisoner is ready, sir. To discuss.
我根本不知道。
I'm your ticket out of the mess you've gotten yourself.
我自己找麻烦，我什么麻烦
？Not this time. So let me see. Looks like you spent some time as a professor. Having that sort of educational aptitude makes you an ideal candidate for our operation. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs.
什么事件
I will.
等我准备好。
Let me introduce myself. My name is Commander 睽违25年，and I'm in charge of this operation for UC System. Are you familiar with what we do?
我知道你是个绑架犯。
Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet.
所以呢
That convict is where you enter the picture.
我跟他没有任何关系啊。
No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one
哦，我知道
ship at a
这个
time.
故事，这个好像我有看到这个故事，还有我
If we can get someone on the
潜入吧。
inside, we have a shot at finding a loose
对，要
thread
我当内贼
to
啊！
bring it all down.
你要让我冒着生命危险跟你去当卧底，
Not for me, for yourself.
关我屁事！
Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
几百信用币而已。没想到你们的道德规范里还有胁迫这一招。
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So, what do you say?
因为好了，我加入，反正我可以不现在处理这
I'm
个
going。to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Yes.
演什么？你不是要我跟着你吗？还是不用？
All right, let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gotta get a commander's new role, huh? Going in on trading a bunch of pirates. Got a lot of guts.
Bye.
Hey, still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
真想直接把他打爆，屁话太多了。OK。
All right, this is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikonde should be waiting for you.
好吧，我们只能被强迫解额外的支线。
Hello?
不是这边吗？门。
There you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the operations
还是我
center
可以
of
直
the
接
UC Vigilance.
传送走了
SysDev's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet.
我要一路通杀，逃离监狱。你要是想把整个舰队都干掉，光靠一艘船可不够。
Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know.
告诉我时间、地点，我会搞定。要理解内容还是我都要画好多哦。为何必非要收集证据？
Eager to get going? Good. Remember,
整个
this
行动
entire
关键。
operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence
现在
we
直接
need
把它，
to take them
现
down.
在直接攻击他们的话，应该就不用那个了吧？
I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear.
对，
As an undercover operative for
遵守你们的
UCC,
行为准则和
you'll be
道德规范
expected。to follow our
没有
code
什么
of
道德规
conduct
范，你们都
and
逼我做
ethics.
这件事情。
Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck.
我怎么会联系？
That's easy to answer.
别联系我。
You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the vigilance and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered
这
enough
么方
evidence
便。
and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
哦，好哦。
Dismissed.
解散 ，OK。那这样子我可以直接那个吗？无法在此地点快速移动，哇，那才真的要逼我把它用完就对了。哎，什么鬼东西？
Yes. What?
Howdy.
Excuse me.
All right, we don't have a lot. While you're
我时间
working
也不多
undercover,
啊。
it's imperative that you gather
工作
as
期间
much
，OK，
evidence
好。
as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating,
我想我能
well,
理解
you。better.
好，
Commander,
你的
I
行动
want
靠我
data
了。
slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard.
我会尽量
That's
找
all
到
we're
的。
asking.
OK，
Oh, before you go, there's one more thing.
什么事？
Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return.
哦，这么好，还有
It's
还
compensation for
有
your
付
efforts.
钱。
It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
要是我因为货舱里有一箱极光而被抓怎么办？
Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble.
OK， 好。
Even if,
他们已
of
经有
course,
那
if
个
we
登
find
记
out
好
you。tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
好，退
We'll
出。
be here if you need us.
现在我可以高昂的代价了吧？此地点还是哦，我要先登上我的船吗？
Excuse me.
停靠站，哎呀 ，docking ports 这边。哇，终于可以开到自己的船了。
Grief is common in these moments.
这个人不知道为什么一直站在我的那个驾驶座旁边，所以我每次进来的时候都要把他推到旁边去一次。喂，Yuna，你目前看到那个 DLC 有什么你觉得有趣的地方吗？就除了剧情以外的部分，有什么新的宝可梦？返回陋室不能直接传送，为什么？啊，不能快速领取呢？好吧。而且为什么这里长这样子？被攻击过了。Holy shit！ 整个地方被攻击了就对了。
If you don't mind, I need some time to think.
哦，这边倒是看起来蛮 OK 的。
Our whole office is getting moved to the yard.
对，目前还是没有快速传送的选项，表示应该会有一些事情吧。在抵达之前，应该会触发一些东西。查拉摩根的物品已移至陋室地下室。
We'll be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.
Now really isn't the time. I know. Look, we all feel like we've been kicked into the
有看到小时候看动画
ground
出现
million
宝可梦，
times
蛮怀念的。
over, But I think I have something. I'm serious. If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now.
的确是，预告里面只有看到好像说以前的宝可梦。
Unity.
唯
Do
一
you， remember that?
他说我们不能再，是吧？这第一个吧，对不对？
Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it.
唯一到底
The
是什么？
thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches.
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of discovery?
It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that
Hey,
answers
Tim
are out there
Warner.
in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
I don't mind taking a detour to gather data. Only thing we'd lose is time, really.
反正现在就去试试看吧
I。know it's not much to go on, but
有时候这
something
种时
about
候就
this
是要靠
feels
直
right.
觉了。
I'll meet you over there.
Mateo。哎，哦，也是这边哦，那就我直接那个出门就好了。与巴雷特交谈。看一下我们能不能派我的伙伴，看一下伙伴船员，巴雷特到我的飞船上面。以及我没有办法让安德利亚跟着我一起走，还是我要去找他才行。并没有玩吗？这个星空的部分。因为我宝可梦游戏就只有玩阿尔宙斯珠子，所以比较有感觉啊。
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh, well, what's on both your minds?
我们需要谈一谈皈依。
Oh, yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something...
因为之前的
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
近期的宝可梦没有所有的都会在游戏里面的，不是都抓得到，所以说能看到前几代像是黑白或者是钻石、珍珠的那些宝可梦们回来，我觉得是很赞的。尤其像是阿尔宙斯里面是抓得到一些之前的，但是他们又是算是古代版嘛，不太一样。
Now that we have a little privacy,
最近在玩 Alan Wake。 OK。
What it is that brought you two here?
Alan Wake 我是有想要玩那个重置啦，只是我也有可能会直接玩二代看起来还不错诶，目前会是根据他们的说法会是那个工作室最长的一个游戏啊。一切始于这些异常现象的发现，也就是神器。
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought, we enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
我们知道这很勉强，但我希望你能帮我。
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave?
他会对这些神器就是他拆给每一个人的归一的一部分吗？无限天真。启蒙之家和瓦鲁有其他剩余的部分。
Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic.
还没有统治的那一款，那时候玩起来非常卡顿，所以我就没有继续。
For attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions. 与启蒙之家谈，然后另外这个是与瓦鲁囚犯谈。
Ever run into spacers?
诶，那个在哪里？启蒙之家还有多远？ 到，有一个是要我做起，还是两个都要我做？没有，有一个要转是左转，不用先坐车，一个是在这边。
Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself...
53 ，OK， 快到了，在这边。
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days.
是这边吗？这里。哎。
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
守护者，好。
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in log. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
说说看。
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity
Okay,
case.
漂泊者。
No, the drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
OK， 每个人都必须了解第二个人是如何帮他们的。这句话是什么意思
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
OK， 也许他所说的话中隐藏着某种信息。
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
你让我说一两句。
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
好。第二个人。
You look like you need something, yeah?
之后他应该会游戏应该会替我们做整理的这个动作，我们应该不用现在就自己解谜。我看一下 Alan Wake 有没有机会打折吧，如果有打折的话，我再看要不要入手。有，应该说有够，我觉得够划算的那个折扣的时候。 考虑入手玩看看，因为毕竟他们家的作品，我自己整体上来说都还算喜欢。不管是控制啊，然后 Quantum Break 啊，我都觉得挺有意思的。他们那个超能力跟第三人称设计的那个故事都是有意思。互动不了。 有了。
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
我知道你和守护者谈过瓦鲁信仰的问题。
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe.
就是打折时买
all
，OK。
but the faithful will be made as
我应该看
dust.
Xbox 上面有没有办法，因为我没有，这是我唯一的直播机器，应该说游戏机器，跑得动的，跑得动的游戏机器。Switch 没有啊。
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of your words.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the great serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the great serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations.
124次
knows
转。
this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
唯一是什
I'm
么？
all ears. Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to talk.
A visitor?
看一下哈，
He knows not the truth.
He sent both of us.
我看一下。
The great
这
serpent.
对话还要怎么
that
重新来？好吧，那就算了。巴艾特，你要什
Take
么？
this.
哦，他要送我东西。啊，谢谢。
Souvenirs are fun to pick up. Anyway, don't worry about it. If I see anything on out，
好奶酪三明治 ，OK。然后还没问完吗？与他交谈，我不是都交谈完了，还有对话选择吗？
He knows not the truth.
Control 跟 Chrono Break 我都有玩，都很棒。他们好像有把世界连在一起。对啊 ，Chrono Break 应该是会有第二集啦。毕竟那个黑人都已经走了，可惜呀。
That is the truth. No more, no less.
应该是不太会有更难有第二集了。毕竟他在第一集的那个结尾是有，就是你把留伏笔说好像会是他接手那个原本那个就是世界的未来的这种感觉。
You don't need to tell.
Yes, I have Jinanvar.
他们基本上有点像是奇异人生 Life is Strange 那样子的感觉，就是同一个世界，然后都会有一些人有超能力这样子，但是他们大多时候是独立的，只有 Control 跟 Alan Wake 有做比较直接的连接。Control 的 DLC 有讲到 Alan Wake 的那个世界。
That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If
我想我能理解。OK， 要这样子，最后差最后一句啊！我刚不小心按到 B 了。回去找守护者。
You have a nice day now.
我要怎么出去？
Got a minute to chat? Maybe a few minutes. Probably not hours. But no guarantees. Listen.
我的生命威胁救了我。
That made it harder to save Sarah too. I've replayed those moments in my mind over and over. And you need to know that you did what a leader does. And if it had been me instead of her, I would feel at peace knowing that she made it.
我们不能总是去想那些假的。
I know, but I can't help it. I don't know if you're ready to talk, or if you need 20 years to get to that point, or if you never want to talk about it again. But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm here for you.
我瞎选的。
I'm not sure that I am, but maybe in time that will change.
希望我没有失去更多。
Of course. Could have been so much worse. We are all constellation. When a star goes nova, it can destroy everything nearby, or it can nourish a new era of planets and life and everything that goes with it. The galaxy is littered with the deaths of so many brilliant, wonderful stars. But if stars never went nova, then we wouldn't be who we are now. Still doesn't make it easier for anybody, even you. But you did what you had to do. We all know that. Sarah was our leader. She was a light in Aja's eye, and she kept everything together. She would tell you right now that this was not your fault. She would want us to focus and solve this problem together. Yes, we need to expect it and prepare. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation brought us all together, and we're all better for it. If we're going to set things right, it's going to be because of that.
OK， 激励人心的一段对话。不过如果有机会玩那个，有机会玩新游戏加的话，我应该新游戏 Plus 的话，我应该会选另外一个选择。主线 BOSS 较弱，反而 DLC BOSS 比较难和有趣。DLC 我就没有玩了，因为 DLC 要另外买，那时候没有含在 Game Pass 里面。我是有，等一下哦， 其实还是我其实有游戏啊，我好像是在没有，我想起来 Control 我有买，可是我是买 PC 版的。现在如果要同时要直播又要那个的话，有点应该是有点难，就是直播跟打 Control 有点难，因为 Control 的那个 Control 蛮吃效能的。SCP 基金会设定交班，不过弄得很有趣，对啊。我很喜欢 Control 的那个整体的那个美术设计啊，就非常的，它整个建筑物嘛，然后整个世界观就有那个年代的一种，那个设计风格，我只能这样讲，想不起来它叫是那个 Brutalist 的中文叫什么？也就是那种建筑风格跟那种。有点工业风吗？
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
然后也 idea 变比较完整，就是基本就你开始认知到说这些东西其实都是一个物件本身衍生出来的一个状态。启蒙者故事讲到了第2和2。
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
Okay.
What else did you learn?
然后120天打了4
the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
然后无限天增
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we?
它比较没有太特别的东西。
DLC
我就因为我没有去玩，所以我就不知道到底长什么样子。
But what's the name of the system?
如果还有机会来到 Game Pass 的话，我再考虑一下。
What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
就是这个。
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
只有完全信念才能带给我们真理。我们正在接受考验，那你非常神圣的把一切都聚集在一起。这只是一个责我需要负责，只要它不是去祈祷。第3个，一切1好像讲了一点，可是又没有讲完，好像这个好像比较
conviction. Another word for strength. Can the truth not be revealed to the weak? Someone with doubts.
That
belief can come and go could be argued to be the very mechanics of faith itself, like breathing air in and out. What do you believe?
我不会通过怀疑我的美物来找到答
Your
案。
only path is forward, then? Finding the meaning of unity is a totality that you cannot ever step away from?
There's some value to doubt if it reminds you to double-check yourself.
因为我怀疑能
Once
让
it
你自
becomes
信，它就有价
debilitating,
值。
it's no longer an asset.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Got a moment? Let's catch up.
又想要找我聊
I've been
天。
meaning to thank you for helping
哦，
me with
深
the
红舰
Crimson
队那
Fleet
件事
before. I could have handled it myself, of course, but it's good working with a team.
如果我不接任的话，你会怎么做
I would have given them an exhaustive series of lectures on aneutronic fusion until they were either delirious or they became my new students, obviously. It's good to be part of a team, isn't it? To be part of something so much bigger than any one of us. So many things can go wrong out there. Working with people you can trust is important.
人和信任的人共事非常重要，这的确是。
It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam.
内向型，我本身不喜欢靠别人。你多久遇到一次麻烦？
Exactly as often as I need to. Jams are just sticky successes, right? At first it seems annoying, but it eventually washes off.
我很高兴可以加入组织。
Just wait till we get matching shirts and start having official cookie days.
我很喜欢饼干。
They're one of humanity's greatest achievements. Modern medicine, space travel, and cookies. Constellation is quite pro-cookie. Because you see, we value human accomplishments. Speaking of which, your work with Constellation has been impressive. Truly impressive.
你让我在群星组织的日子过得很愉快。
Just figured I'd mention it, since we haven't had much time to chat before. You know, being a member of Constellation has given me a lot of opportunities, and a fair bit of stress, I'll admit. It's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things, met so many people. It's mind-boggling how different I would be. And I never would have met Irvin. Or lost him, I suppose.
欧文是谁？
Irvin Madani was
不喜欢这样。真前是我丈夫。
brilliant biologist who joined
哎呀，
Constellation a couple of years
为什么
before me.
你都提了，我不让我问
He's gone now.
不喜欢这样嘞。
I remember his bright smile when I returned from my trips.
讲了我就会关心你啊。
More brilliant than any star.
是哦。希望我没有让你触景生
It's
情。
not you, Captain. It's just been on my mind. I can't say why. Irvin's been gone for over 20 years. Strange how memories can pop up when you least expect it.
如果你想聊聊，会
myself
洗耳恭
nothing
听。
but space and time for years. But maybe it's time for me to really think about it. Well, maybe I'll take you up on that offer later on, Captain. I need some time to think about things.
这叫
On that note,
Captain 啊
I think I'd do well to distract myself with a little adventure for a
，Captain
bit.
这个称呼不错。然后，所以我们可以直接去天真2号。 没有要让你走的意思啦！妈，打我！要打架就不要怕啊！天真2分级处到了。 飞船残骸。哎，我是谁？那张图好像第一次看到，之前没有看过这个，不是我拍的。OK， 还有1个小时。 这里看起来好像还不错，有铝耶。来当个开通矿工。哦，这里的重力跟那个，这里的重力跟地球蛮像的，稍微再重一点点。安息处，看起来还有，人。哦，文献。文献2，这就是我的问题症结所在。如果想取得成就，我需要和其他人合作，我需要助手，我需要员工，我需要人手。只要我们在一起工作，他们就势必会问问题。我总是忍不住要交谈。开始的时候，问题还很天真，他们想理解为什么一个相信科学的人还会相信神明，或者他们因为受到近乎宗教残余的灌输，自行产生的误解。我的弱点就是我无法不管不顾，我想让他们理解，所以我会尝试尽可能温柔的尝试将他们思想推向正确道路。然后还有后续跟进。问题在于，我真心在乎这些人，如果我不在乎的话，会轻松许多许多。
You know, I appreciate data collection. It's safe, it's smart, it's valuable.
文献4，终于得到一丝平静。丝一般滑顺的平均，有这种东西吗？很好笑吗？我为什么想要搞笑？他们终于把我给逼疯了吗？给自己写信和自己的对话有什么区别？感觉前者肯定比后者更加容易接受。我再次回忆起来，我的思想是属于我的，而且即使只有它存在，也足以让我相信其他的一切。唯一又一次让我找回了自己，这次我独自行动，暂时如此。我是一个严峻的对手，我早应该预料到的，但幸好虚荣并不在我的罪过之中。不管怎样，到头来对我而言，孤独把我变成了一个病入膏肓的人，或者说，不管我现在这算什么样子，我喜欢这个人。所以，假如说有4本的话，我们就还差2跟3。可是他家怎么会看起来这么新呢？哦，文献1，平凡人类轻信一切的单纯，总能令我感到惊讶。我最恶劣的本能邪灵，使我对他们产生了一种蔑视。但我也没忘记，我自己知晓的比他们多，我不能也不应因他们的目光短浅批判他们，因为我非常清楚是什么蒙蔽了他们的双眼。毕竟我曾经也一样，为了他们，我希望有朝一日他们能明白过来。但为了我自己，我希望能独自清净。OK， 所以他留了什么东西给我们来这里找？厕所，他用的都是人类的东西，也是蛮妙的。OK， 文献5，进入所上的房间，看一下朝圣者的电脑。若你为正确答案而来，那你应该知道该问什么问题。既然你问了我一个问题，那我也问你一个问题。如果你读了我写的东西，请问人背负着什么重担？世界不能没有人，但人却又总出疯狂的事情。谁是你的劲敌？是我自己。淡然之处的心态从哪里来？ 你来这里寻找归的真理。如果你能想得到这个真理，隔壁房间有最后一份成果。我在很久以前找到属于我自己的答案。OK， 但找到答案方式与我当初预想大相径庭。我希望你的旅程能够让你找到真相。我答对了，我还没看完他所有的东西，我就答对了。文献5，我现在发现自己思考他的种种过去以及我可能的未来。我想象着继续在路上前进，获得更多力量、更多知识、更多自我发展。我想象着再一次进入另一个世界，重新开始旅程。值得注意的是，那条路看起来确实令人欣喜，每步本身都是回报，并且我感觉到自己在期待那些乐趣，同时在那样的未来中看见了一个更加满足的自己。然后只是为了考虑所有的可能性，我想象着如果自己选择了不同道路，如果我停下了奔跑的步伐，停下了探寻的目光，不再为我自己获取力量，如果我转而接纳自己心中感受到的同情心的刺痛，并且让自己在乎那些好像每次都会在我想要工作时向我拒绝那些人，如果我只是单纯的活着教导，或许可以把其他人领向光明然后死去。那条路看起来也同样令人欣喜，我在那样的未来中也看见了一个更加满足的自己。不过区别在于，当我不再思考那些我可以获得的荣耀，乐趣几乎瞬间消失了。当我不再思考留下来见到什么，那感觉则经久不衰。还有什么更加持久的东西，更加充实的东西？我不知道这区别意味着什么，但我十分感激自己注意到这一点所花费的时间。他的房间，最后的文献，天蝎之刺。我不知道正确答案是什么，也许永远也不知道。虽然不知道，但我越发感到坦然。我越是思考自己在这里，在这个世界、这个时间点中的存在，就越认为这个地方正是我的归属。这一次会有所不同，它不会与我有关，所以我不需要逃跑。我可以真正凭自己的意志来建造，而不是忙着修补别人以我名义创造的东西。它可以助人，我可以助人。我要抛弃另一个人，这个世界里没有他的位置，让他死吧，让我活下来，启蒙我面前这个受到祝福的宇宙。你已经找到了我旅程的终点，但要了解一切，你必须去寻找它的起点。在海拉尔上岛屿中隐藏着天蝎，而天蝎之刺中隐藏着真相。怎么东西看起来像是一般人一样？海拉那么远哦，哥白尼星，我也跳不过去啊。OK， 哥白尼星可以啊。刚刚他要我选小哥白尼还是大哥白尼星，然后再跳一次。我才不要理你呢！我要去找我的天蝎啦。嘿 ，Naria 晚安，好久不见。远古遗迹，来着陆。哦，这里看起来好像还不错哎，似乎挺有那个热带气息的感觉啊，热带岛屿的那种 feel， 当做基地应该还蛮 chill 的。有没有海浪声？
Those are Starborn ruins. You see that, right? We have to get a close-up of that statue. Wow.
这个远古遗迹跟我们之前遇到的好像不太一样，图像字符。看一下哦，这是一个星座吗？他说他的尾巴是这个，我们要把那个光移到尾巴是吗？然后再往上。诶，没有，还是尾巴是这里啊。
Sorry，
不是你啦，走，你去旁边。哦，有了有了，前往天蝎座最后的恒星。天蝎座最后的恒星，应该是主星吧？对。是他们的人。只知道当初让你走是对的。你是什么意思？唯一的真正含义。星矢 ，OK。
Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
这个保证安全的第二个心意是谁？
Let's just say they're very dedicated to stopping me from getting the artifacts. So if you don't trust me, well, they're your next best bet.
新兽。
I know your encounters with our kind have not been pleasant, but we are here to talk, and you deserve answers.
好，那就走吧。
Good. See, we can all get along. For now.
所以他就是填写好。那我们终于可以登他的船。之前我是有打败从另外一艘船上面下来的人呢、啊，可是那个飞船不让我进去。
You remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix?
I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
直接告诉我你是谁，心意又是什么？
Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
又要吵起来了，这并不能成为谋杀的理由。
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
重生?
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you?
Yeah. 这把戏也太残忍了。
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
但你们两个都在试图让人们远离他，那为什么？
This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy.
你们两个先打完再跟我讲好不好？
I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifact, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
哎呦，守护者阿奎勒斯，同一个人的另一个版本。你去过龟很多次，这什么意思？
It means I've seen thousands of universes, collected their artifacts, been to their temples. You have a small taste of their power, but it keeps going. You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks, to give up, to appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
所以我帮你们其中一个，我们结合神器，然后进入皈依。无论你们之间发生什么战争，我都不想参与其中。你们两个打完就找我就好了，好不好？真的不想跟你们淌这个浑水。我不会帮助一个谋杀我朋友的人。就帮助你们其中一个，我们结合神器进入皈依，应该是。但是我绝对不会帮你。
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine or the Hunters.
Yes, let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
嗯，我身上什么时候拿这个？可以把这些垃圾丢在这边。哎，可以与他们交谈。
I know we are not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it is good to see you again, old friend.
You might think the emissary is on your side. But your persistence
当你进入皈依时会发生什
It's
么？
not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you, offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
所以在你的宇宙里，我是谁，是个怎样的人？所以你想要保护神器，防止有人滥用他们。
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
天体到底是什么？
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they
多重宇
create
宙
is
本身的
called
一
the
个模
Armor.
型。
In many ways, it's a model of
该
the
不会 New
multiverse
Game Plus
itself.
就是这个 idea 吧？这个游戏 New Game
You can
Plus
reach the Unity.
要皈依，然后成为新一，然后再穿越到下一个宇宙去重新开始。
The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness.
你攻击漏是却放我走，为什么？
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
你是因为我才开这个会的。
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. That it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
你说新史是伪君子，为什么
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
皈依对你来说到底是什么？对
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
好，我大概了解。
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself.
OK.
Here, to open the way.
我所想要的只是答案，你必须亲眼看看这样的废话。哦，好吧，我看我能在月球上找到什
That is
么。
all I ask.
希望你能看到是我所看到的东
You
西。
should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space.
中间一瞥，该回漏是了解到皈依的情况，今使重见天日，彼方之力。在三获的能力这个比较快，这个使我们算是很近了。啊，停靠时无法飞行。是按错了。太奇怪那个 Switch 的按法了。可惜不能开他们船。
All good to go, Captain.
有一堆垃圾，我看一下哈，那个扫描仪异常点。我先拿一下这个能力，然后看一下现在时间9点25，好，还有半小时左右。大概玩到55分吧，我们再切过去等这样子，应该比较差不多。应该是我看一下哈，诶，那边有一个异常现象，这里没有在震动，这里也没有震动，应该是这一个，对，应该是这一个。 我现在身上没有，为什么身上又过重？应该没有其他的东西啊。短刀，什么时候身上又有额外的东西？资源，逆风剂、抗菌剂。这个丢掉，看完丢掉，看完丢掉，看完丢掉，看完丢掉，然后杂项这边有没有什么多肉植物？啊，多肉植物我先丢着好了，之后我再用。185号。那我身上就没有过重了。会不会有 Switch 2？ 对，应该 Switch 2。我跟你说 ，Switch 2不会在今天出来，哦，因为这样子，这个机会太随便了，你知道吗？一点都没有，稍微炒热一下那个气氛啊，那种感觉。他们今天是说，主要是 focus 40分钟，都会 focus 在今年冬季要出来的游戏。那今年冬季要出来的游戏，除了那个马里奥 RPG， 然后明年初要出来的那个碧姬公主的，算是应该是自己的一个支线故事。以外还有什么？还有那个快要出来的马里奥惊奇，应该都会有消息啊。马里奥惊奇前几天才有那个自己的，不是前几天，上个礼拜还什么时候，还有自己的直面会而已。应该就是稍微再多一点资讯，不会花太多时间在上面。猜。然后大家是有推说，另外那个马里奥赛车 DLC 扩充，就是它的扩充赛道的最后一波，这一次应该也会一起降完，然后全部都是马里奥。也有人是希望有那个啦，那个Metroid 的。如果有 Metroid 4，大家还在想说什么时候会出来？毕竟从 Switch 一开始就已经讲到现在了。但是目前都还没有消息的话，应该不会，我猜不会那么快，可能要明年初才会有资讯。我以为是 Switch 最后的大作，也不一定。我们现在要装那些光了，我要看那个下一个光点在哪里。这里，消失了，这边，然后在这里。好，成功了。你们会想要看到什么游戏呢？然后那个期待的 DLC 也有机会，大家是说期待 DLC 也有可能，因为他们预测本身就是大概今年会，大家预期今年会把游戏出完，因为第一波是大概上半年嘛，然后第二波下半年这样子。我看不到他人在哪里。 8台在上面打。我的那个喷射背包不够。气，等我一下啊，我等它充满。 OK， 打完了。返回陋室，我可以直接快速传送吗？现在185应该可以。重见天日，那我们直接先返回陋室，先跟大家说一下发生什么事。我自己是蛮期待DLC 的啦，因为毕竟上2代的主线跟 DLC 我都非常爱，然后3代 DLC 当然可以看到2代的偶像他们岸田跟小鸡也是很棒，希望是都可以，希望是可以看到岸田一定会有啦，小鸡能不能再出现，目前还没有就是线索，目前只看到在预告片里面只看到岸田。
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know, to Sarah. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
是等待追悼会，追悼会也是一个剧情之一啊。好好。
Matteo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
外面有无数个我，真为他们所有人感到遗憾。他还活着来自另一个宇宙，另一个版本他是多重宇宙中心。我觉得我们针对问题讲了，针对他是归一是多重宇宙中心，我们在为他往他而铺平道路。
Wait, say that again. Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean
多重宇宙。
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
我遇到了另一个莎拉，她告诉我归一创造新意，而且他们可以穿越宇宙。
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all, and you've got a gateway to infinity.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the hunter?
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation.
是我们使命进入未知世界，我们都应该花时间来思考这意味着什么。
You're right. This is a lot to take in.
Guess a little time to get our heads straight wouldn't hurt. But you know where I'll want to be when everyone's ready. Front and center.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen.
If you are free soon, I wanted to thank you for giving me the
共事的
chance to
机
work
会，
with
我
you.
们见面场合有点特别。
You seem to be act.
我不是要跟他讲话，我其实只是想要让他跟我一起出去任务，因为他会潜行的，他有潜行能力。 这和我以前工作很后悔当时没有选择停薪留职。这和我以前做的工作不一样。
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Yeah. 你是独一无二的。既然你这么问了，代表你觉得不行是吧？改天再聊这事吧。
I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to avoid the question. I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I carry myself differently. I worry that some of the others are unable to see past this. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
听起来还挺好玩的。超靠背，似乎并没有为自己的过去感到困扰。我相信你是不得已而为之。
Yes, exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
调情。
That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
你真的不用担心这个问题。
Yes, perhaps I should. They have taken me in after all. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence. It would have been, to some. Thank you for talking this over with me.
对，镜头会自己这样飘回去。
It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
哎，不是啊，我是要
I'm not sure when things will
准备好回去探险了吗？对。
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesy as hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
OK， 好，可以跟那个 Vladimir 说话了。
These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
OK， 最后两块碎片，等待世界15天，所以他会跟我说就对了。最终一瞥。好，我们先去拿这些东西。为探索，我们先去出座星吗？感觉今天能做的事情蛮有限的。应该说今天打不完啦，只是就是你觉得好像有点接近尾声，可是又还有好一段距离。 什么爆炸？到硕士研究损坏，请求紧急疏散。你们自己想办法吧，拜拜。没空啦。而且我这条船这么小，这条船其实没有载客空间的，应该说它有载客空间，可是它只能载1名而已。你们那里人多的话，真的是不行。我来就在下雨。我先把多的东西丢着好了，不然我现在背包都是满的，等下进去里面根本什么都不能拿。弹药先不丢，救援的话我看一下，然后奶酪三明治吃掉。含理性绷带蛇油近战狂零件先不用，笔记不用，资源应该比较重的东西是这里吧？其他的部分应该是还好啊。拿项没什么太重的东西，我的枪支8支，可是他们的我看一下，重量1.3、7.5、3.7还没有到太重。海军短刀可以丢掉了。这个丢掉好了。反正这个游戏的好处是它东西掉在哪里它会记得，所以如果真的想要的话，我之后再回来就可以了。就是东西不会被吃掉，不会被游戏系统给吃掉。还有15分钟。What is your business here? 我是来自正在挑战调查这个星球上的一个异常现象。
Constellation, the explorers. That's a new one. One moment.
Hi Billy. 等一下，我们要一起看直播嘞。等一下10点我们会来看那个任天堂直面会，一起来聊聊。我来开门了，欢迎来到人科。
It seems a strict policy, but in a way that is reassuring. Suggest they know what they are doing. Do not worry about me. Go ahead and go.
不会攻击我就好了，不然我可是要打人啊！只是要来拿那个金属片而已。 你有什么期待的游戏吗？
Attention all. I am declaring accordion. All sections are now on board. Senior staff, protocol Delta. Who's up? There. Be right with you.
Chief of Security. If you'll follow me, I'll show you to the director.
出发吧。
We'll take the back way up. Here, you can see our lovely storage area. Don't touch anything. So,
哎呦！ 什么东西？哎呀，这现实中他们都已经不存在了吗？其实是幻觉。
What the? Easy, easy. What the hell was that? What? 1 minute you're following me, and then you're just gone. Minute later, you pop in out of nowhere, looking like you were in the middle of a fight. But there's nothing here. I should have never let you inside. What is this? Some kind of stealth tick? Who are you working for?
要是我潜行技术，才不会在走廊里和你吵。
Look, I don't know what's going on. Let's get you to the director. Maybe she can figure this out.
要走到一半又开始打架，快哟
！This way.
Ah, fuck， 又来了。该不会是这个实验站的未来吧？
Thank God.
Not fair.
Finally, someone came. The distress signal. You picked up the distress signal, right?
饥饿脱水的情况很糟。
I wouldn't have made it much longer. It's been so long. I'm out of food, out of water. But I made it. Wait. How did you get in here?
就是要带我去见主任，然后我就出现在这里了。我可能正在位移，从另外一个人科位移来，那个人科完好无数。
What? What are you talking about? No. This doesn't make any sense. Unless the accident. Maybe this is a side effect of the accident. If the probe is still feeding power to the distortion, then
探测器扭曲式了。
Right. Sorry. 3 months ago,
3个月
I was
前
calibrating an experiment in our high-energy research lab. There was an accident. An explosion.
Okay.
It caused a gas leak. Sparked a fire. I was trapped in the control room. There was nothing I could do. They're all dead.
说这个扭曲是什么？
The lab was built around a xenolith with a dense metallic
Disappear! We should... Wait, they're back. All right, we're on our way up. Who's out? I was just filling in the director. Let's keep moving. If anything happens, the director's office is on the 2nd floor, end of the hall. You can't miss it.
Ah, fuck！ 找到主任的办公室。哪里？哦，后面还有。不要咬我了，我走不了了。啊，走开！ Oh shit!
This way.
他已经习惯了。哦，你在这里啊。
Come in. Kaya Patel, Research Director. And this is our Chief Scientist, Maria Hughes. Ethan said you disappeared right in front of him. Twice now? 3 times?
Director,
You can't be taking this seriously. Look, I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but there has to be a rational explanation for all of this.
我正在位移前往另一个宇宙或某个地方。别说我已经知道你们的实验。
Excuse me?
That is quite a claim. What makes you think that? Tell us about this other universe.
整个实验室被烧毁，而拉斐尔是唯一的幸存者。
Raphael died in the accident. He...
Wait, burned out? The leak. Director, there was a hydrogen leak right after the accident. It was contained in a minute or two.
But if it hadn't been, it could well have caused an explosion.
Another universe, though. That's a lot to swallow.
Raphael 死了。
Presumed dead. The research level has been locked down since the accident. We still don't know exactly what happened.
If he survived, he could have ended the lockdown, but...
OK， 他还说你找到一件神器。
An artifact?
You mean the source of the distortion? You know something about it?
我见过他们的力量，这就是我在这里的原因。
Really? That's all you're gonna say?
No, no. Fair enough. You have a prior connection with them then. Maybe that's why this is only affecting you.
我需要知道你要用它做什么。
This facility and the research level 2 kilometers beneath us were built to study a gravitational distortion, this artifact and the field it creates. 3 months ago, our chief engineer, Raphael, was calibrating an experimental probe when something went wrong.
哦，3个月前。
We still don't know what happened. There was a series of explosions, and somehow it's still running.
拉斐尔说，探测器正在向扭曲外输送能量。
That would make sense. That's why the field strength keeps increasing. We have a control unit for the probe. After the accident, I tried to use it to shut down the system, but the kill switch isn't responding. We could shut it off manually, but the entire research level is locked down. We can't even get down there.
我们得想办法阻止这一切。
I told you the research level's locked down. We can't even use the damn elevator.
或许我可以在另一个宇宙里试试。
What?
Clever. In this other universe, Raphael survived. He made it back from the lab, so clearly his elevator works. Take it, and you might be able to shut down the experiment.
This is crazy.
But first, we have to do something about your shifting.
你之前提到的控制位元。
We can't shut down the probe, but we might be able to adjust some of the other parameters. It's risky. We don't know what we're dealing with, but... All right. It's worth a try.
Then it sounds like we have a plan.
跟随玛利亚。
Come with me. The control unit is in the fabrication lab next door.
I'm
What
okay.
have we gotten ourselves into?
我shit！ 等一下哦，我有准备好，所以说那个等一下我们要开始看的时候啊，我就直接这样子切，好，这样就可以看到那个 direct 的画面了，然后我再开声音就可以了。好，然后我预期到97，就是到57分。哎呦！ 听起来是有虫子。哎呦，是那个哎，直接被炸死在他的位置上。人竟然还做得好好的。然后玛利亚不在这边。 等 那个主任倒是坐在那里。我看一下，我应该只能走这一条路，看起来没有其他的那个。Oh shit！ 阿菲尔还在。好，那我先存档，快速存档，然后一样保存，2个都给他存一次，才不会出问题。不会被版权攻击，反正我这边没有那个没有，就是你知道我没有，通常被那个顶多是被黄标了，就是无法收益而已。所以是还好，因为我这边本身就没有在收益。应该说我现在就是我人数不够到收益的部分呢，所以就不影响。如果真的被那个的话，也是可以选择直接，等一下我把这个机关掉，切过来。可以直接选择把那一段，就是我们后面这一段给卡掉就好。YouTube 的后直播完再做修剪的功能是可以这样子处理的。你可以选择把直播上面有版权音乐的部分剪掉，直接剪掉哦，或者是就是把画面，因为画面也会有所谓的版权，有时候会有版权问题，你可以把画面直接剪掉。音乐的话是可以直接选择静音或者整段卡掉都可以。好，然后等一下我切开电脑输出声音OK 好，声音听起来是没问题，放大。OK， 酱油全一幕了。等我一下，我看能不能切一下。现在再1分钟，切个画面，这样子我的那个直播软体应该还是切得到吧 ？FPS 会掉一下，不过还好现在单一个画面看不出来。OK， 又跳回60帧了。先缩小画面拉到上面来。OK， 好，放大，正常的。东半球这样法，没关系，你只要不要赚钱，你不要赚钱赚得太夸张，或者是你知道盗版盗的太离谱，就是你知道你不是专门那个架那个伺服器后台伺服器，然后在那个网站上面在卖东西的，就还好，或者是在那里丢那个模拟器啊，游戏的那个档案这样子，没有那么闲，大多时候。一开始就是 Splatoon 的 ，yes， 旋转的。我切一下那个1080。不是。不是饭田了，但是是Agent 8上就是2代 DLC 的那个新的怪为什么会有数字？竟然有数字，伤害的数字竟然会在这里跑出来，他们是有点像。这个是那个乐团的那个 DJ， 他有做2代的音乐。OK， 所以他说他认识饭田呢。Earl，OK， 所以旁边那一只飞的是小鸡吗？ 哦，可以升级哦。哎，它那个是那个音效盘的那个样子。哟，看起来好多东西哦。啊，看起来很酷哎！其实我蛮喜欢它的那个视觉效果。所以这次是小鸡跟我们一起去探索这个 Fight Order， 我们要去救饭田吗？
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. You just saw a new trailer for Wave 2 of the Splatoon 3 expansion pass DLC, Side Order. This brand new story is set in the Spire of Order, where you'll strengthen your character's abilities as you ascend the Spire's floors. We're developing this single-player DLC so it can be played over and over again. It's planned to release in spring 2024,
明年春天不是今年了吗？
so please look forward to it.
火浪的时候
Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
单机版还没打过，加油啊！虽然说我是有在直播上面打过的，但是我是还蛮推的。哦
，Donkey Kong, Mario. Here we go. The rivalry that heated up on the Game Boy Advance system reunites on the Nintendo Switch system.
终于又要出来了，还有一个作品。
Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory. And it's up to Mario to track him down. In each stage, contraptions and other challenges await. Observation and action are vital to your success. Mario needs to reach the key, but he can't quite cross the gap. That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious, though, doesn't it? If Mario does
看起来蛮有趣的，其实因为我没有玩过这个之前的作品。
Now he can get across and safely grab the key.
街机感，对啊，因为他的之前
Platform too high? Reach it with a handstand jump
更早之前的，我想不起来多久之前，但是也是蛮旧的一个系列。
And act to collect mini Marios, clear stages, and face Donkey Kong head on. In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend.
Updated version, OK， 所以这其实算是
However you choose to puzzle your way through.
HD 版
，HD to recover the toys. Mario vs. Donkey Kong launches on Nintendo Switch February 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Save the prince and the world.
这个那个育碧的那个波斯王子之前就有消息会来，
as he sets off to save the Prince of Persia and
稍微
restore the
再宣
world's
传一下，
balance.
我记得快出来了。
Tapping into the roots of the Prince of Persia series, this game features 2D, side-scrolling action-adventure gameplay. Dash through breathtaking environments in a mythological, Persian-inspired world. But don't linger too long if you hope to survive. Harness sword and bow techniques, as well as time powers, to best these hostile lands. As your journey progresses, Sargon will grow stronger and learn new abilities that expand his arsenal. Equip amulets to further boost your abilities, among other perks. The number of amulets you can equip is limited, though, so choose wisely. Use everything at your disposal to navigate this harsh world and defeat the mythical beasts that stand in your way. Get ready to save the prince and discover the mysteries of Mount Kaf. When Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown launches on the Nintendo Switch system January 18th.
Donkey Kong 大金刚。
You can receive the in-game Warrior Within outfit by pre-ordering the game from Nintendo
后来
eShop.
正式翻译不是就是真喜刚，电影里面也是。
These games will help you chase
your
passions. Rev up for true arcade racing in Horizon Chase 2.
Okay.
Speed through stunning environments, each with its own dynamic art style, while overtaking your rivals on the road. Play the main campaign to unlock vehicles, courses, and more. You can also upgrade your vehicle and style it to fit your high-octane needs. For more racing action, up to 4 speedsters can put the pedal to in couch co-op or online.
当年太难放弃的游戏啊！波斯王子，新的这个应该跟当年的不一样啦。大家还在等那个
Warm up for musical mayhem in this rhythm-based adventure.
等那个你说的那个很难的那个重置。
Solve puzzles and battle bosses. Over 30 thrilling tracks await, including music.
但这个应该是还是需要吃技术。很像的这种走技术的话，它可以玩的很细。手机赛车好像画质比较好，对。其实我觉得以前手机来讲，那个 Asphalt 的那个赛车看起来很漂亮。
Anya Forger has a new assignment from school, creating a photo diary.
By X Family 的游戏。
Then enjoy family time in the evenings. On days off, you can visit all sorts of exciting places, like the beach or an art museum, in search of subjects to photograph. How will you spend your time with friends and family? And what kind of photo diary will you help Anya make? Spy Anya Operation Memories launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
有些有点像是那个去年出的那个，不是今年出的蜡笔小新那样子的感觉。应该没有要当杀手，而是开心过生活的那种感觉。
Let's go over some new and returning gameplay features.
马里奥 RPG 我是有兴趣的，可以来看一下。
Presses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all enemies at once.
它有一个 timing 系统，就对了。有对到时间的话，可以直接挡下所有的攻击，或者是全体一起打。然后还有总攻击的部分。
Depending on your current party, the move will change. So experiment with different combos. During your adventure, you'll encounter bosses with colorful personalities. After clearing the game, you can fight some of them again. But these powered-up bosses aren't gonna be easy.
打完游戏之后，还可以再跟之前的 boss 再重新再挑战一次。
Set off for adventure with Mario and Friends when Super Mario RPG launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 17th.
好啦，至少有错开10月，
Pre-orders are
不然
available
现在10月
now
太多
on
东西。
Nintendo eShop.
P5，但是马里奥。没有，可能还不到 P5 那样子，毕竟没有办法那个嘛，没有办法养成，没有办法跟学姐享受时光。
The Nintendo DS game Trace Memory returns on the
Another
Nintendo Switch
code.
system as another code to memories. One day, a young girl named Ashley receives a letter from the father she thought had passed away. Seeking answers, she sets off for the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him. Once there, Ashley encounters puzzles and obstacles that hinder her investigation.
就有点像是侦探游戏那种嘛，要解谜啊，然后在环境中找那个线索的这种东西。
Can you see me?
She also meets a mysterious boy. What truths await Ashley in this place?
And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face. Who are you?
The sequel, Another Code R, journey into lost memories previously unreleased in North America, is also included.
So this is like Juliet, huh?
Play both games to experience the full story. Unravel both adventures fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch when Another Code Recollection launches January 19th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
明年1月19。 看一下有没有繁中啦，因为这边它如果是原本是日文做的，通常都会有秘境探险。我是蛮想玩秘境探险的，可是我现在还没有 PS5，等之后如果有机会入手的话，当然一定会算是一个详读玩的系列。我是很喜欢那个古墓奇兵啊，新的这几代的古墓奇兵都很赞。哦，终于要讲那个碧姬公主的那个。
One day, a loyal toad presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater. Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it, but then the Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage. Now, it's up to Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the play and the day. This perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy.
很像的。
Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face off against the Sour Bunch.
新的能力，绑头发。
Ribbon alone won't always cut it.
像是那个奥德赛里面的帽子一样，只是这个是绑头发缎带就对了。
Whoa! Peach transformed into Sword Fighter Peach. By transforming, she can use fantastic show-stopping abilities. Fend off the Sour Bunch with sensational swordplay.
这样战斗好像还挺酷的。
Can Peach save this performance and its performers? There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it.
OK， 见识侦探。
Desserts have been snatched from this sweets festival.
然后要怎么样变厨师啊？
And save it
糕
from a
点师。
sugar crash. The Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach and take it back from these foul fiends. Many other transformations are just behind the curtain. The stage is set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight. Princess Peach Showtime makes its debut on Nintendo Switch March 22nd. Pre-orders begin today.
他说那是功夫碧姬。马里奥这女人真的需要我救吗？不用啊，她其实从一开始就不需要你救，稍挨一下而已。她真的不爽，然后她就自己来了。
In Peach's latest adventure, the gameplay changes depending on her transformations. It looks like there are more transformations beyond the ones we showed today, so please stay tuned. Let's continue with some more headlines.
A new saga begins.
Saga 系列。
A multi-layered RPG full of rich stories awaits in Saga Emerald Beyond.
新作品
There are 6 heroes to choose from. A young man who fights with sentient puppets. A witch disguised as a schoolgirl to mask her identity. A crime-fighting duo chasing down a mysterious organization. A songstress mech who lost her voice and body. And a king of darkness who was recently reawakened.
那个画风蛮有
Select a
那
hero,
个
then follow their journey through 17 interconnected worlds as they strive to achieve their goals.
House of Rise 的感觉。
How the story unfolds is in your hands. The choices you make can unlock different paths, more than ever before seen in the Saga franchise. Fight in timeline battles, turn-based combat in which turn order is crucial to victory.
这界面也太大了吧？为什么
Use
这是在
control
下
the order of actions, or
整个
activate
时间
team
轴横跨
combos to
横跨
swing
地
the
横
tide
跨
of battle in
画
your
面下半
favor.
部的。
Saga Emerald Beyond launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
绿宝石。
The legendary Raider
哇，
returns.
刚才讲到古墓奇兵而已，该不会要把1、2代
First
提
3
到？
Tomb Raider
哦，
games,
前
all
3
with
代都要，对
upgraded
不对？
visuals, are venturing onto Nintendo Switch in one daring collection.
没有三角形，不是三角形，四角形胸部
Lara
的。
Croft, You'll travel the world and
HD 版就没
face
有视
off
角性
against
兄弟。
deadly foes and even deadlier legends. Climb, backflip, and swan dive through perilous quests spanning different countries and mythologies. Along the way, you'll solve puzzles to uncover treasures of the ancient world and unravel mysteries lost to the ravages of time. This faithfully remastered trilogy comes with all of the expansions and secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original polygon look and the upgraded visuals at any time. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered starring Lara Croft launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
明年的情人节
This detective
RPG
got a
是我
second bolt
最
of
不了解的领
brilliance.
域。RPG 就是角色扮演啊，做自己想做的选择啊。
This is Rhyme
自己
City,
想要
a
的剧
place
情
where。humans and Pokemon coexist. The detective duo of Pikachu
OK，
and his partner
还
Tim
再为那个侦探
investigate
皮卡丘
various
在
cases
宣
while
传一次就对
searching for Harry, Tim's missing father. Tim interviews people. Pikachu interviews Pokemon, and they find the truth together. They'll also rely on other Pokemon to broaden the scope of their investigations. Follow scents with Growlithe. Smash rocks with Darmanitan. And peer through walls with Luxray. Can Tim and Pikachu solve all the mysteries and find Harry? Find out when Detective Pikachu returns. Launches on Nintendo Switch October 6th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. This game's a real
哎呀
toot.
这个我忘记中文叫什么了，可是前一阵子也很红啊。
Raise your brass for the quirky rhythm game
皮卡丘
Trombone
那个
Champ.
侦探皮卡丘，我是有点兴趣，不过我应该会等之后有机会 再入手。
But how you play that horn is up to you. You can use gyro
哇，那
controls
个
to
可以用
adjust
体
the
感
pitch
玩
up，
好像比较适合这个游戏，应该会因为你
or
手
the
会
IR
抖
motion
动。
camera on the right Joy-Con controller.
你可以用 IR 感应器，用 IR 感应器玩不会很闹。
Pretty unique. And
感觉
mastering
更不好
every
控制。
control scheme won't be a walk in the park. Honk your way through nearly 50 songs spanning various genres, from classical to electronica and everything in between. Plus, up to 4 musicians can band together in local multiplayer. Trombone Champ slides onto Nintendo Switch later today.
发现派人只用10万伏特压制，不用啊，他把皮卡丘丢出去，把人压垮就好了。皮卡丘很重呢。
10 teams of 3 will duke it out for survival in this online battle royale brawler.
刚那个游戏今年初才在那个 Steam 上面出来啊，现在到 Switch 上面，到 Switch 上面用体感，我觉得是一个还不错的另一个方式。它原本是用滑鼠吧，如果没记错的话，刚刚那个吹
Battle Crush is free to play and launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch next spring. A closed beta test will be available this October. Lead your mercenaries to fame world tactical RPG. Take up various contracts, protecting townsfolk from thieves to vanquishing the land's most notorious figures. Before battle, equip your mercenaries with the best gear and skills to claim victory and live to see another day.
那就是跟你爸讲你
Players
想要，
online can jointly
跟你
command
爸
the
讲，跟你
troop
妈讲，
and
这个你
journey
想要这个游
together
戏。
across this vast world. Wartales
送的不用
launches
钱。
as a timed console exclusive on Nintendo Switch later today. Run and gun in this reimagining of the beloved
Contra.
NES classic Contra. Blast through explosive stages with a devastating arsenal of weapons to crush the Red Falcon forces. Spring into action with easy pick-up and play controls and a variety of difficulty options. This reimagining from Konami and Way Forward features new weapons, enemies, powerful super attacks, and a 4-player co-op mode. Contra, Operation Galuga, Storms
又一个精神时光游戏，你是说哪一个
？Early next year.
刚刚那个3B 那
Liberate your
个
kingdom, reclaim your
战
destiny.
旗吗？其实我喜欢玩的东西是比较喜欢自己私下玩的东西是战棋，虽然说战棋就是直播起来相当的刺激耶，这是我自己喜欢。跟之前的那个三角战略那样。画风。
That is the ring of the unicorn, ancestral treasure of
画
Cornea's
风蛮
royal
像那个之前那个什么13机甲。
Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil. Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother.
Freely traverse an expansive world. Gather new allies, forge your bonds, and lead the liberation to glorious victory.
这是我自己会有兴趣。
Cultivate a grand army with over 60 unique characters, from humans and elves to
基本上就是那个风花雪月。
Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. It may take days, months, or even years. But I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled.
可以线上对战。Atlas 是输的。
Present the rebirth of tactical fantasy RPGs. Unicorn Overlord. Available March 8th, 2024.
3月8号。Atlas 出的东西，我觉得最近品质都还算 OK 啊，大多时候。有下午茶部分，如果有的话，那当然可以啊。不过刚才看到的是比较像是有一些包括养成嘛，农场部分，就是你需要自己顾自己后勤资源那一块。这是鲁伊基的 OK 2代，鲁伊基洋楼的2代。
Welcome to Evershade Valley.
我以为他1、2代会一起把它出来，
但是
1代已经有。
Luigi, our
3代
hero, was sent here to check it
有
out.
玩了一点点，可是我觉得步调蛮慢。
Time for some mansion mayhem. No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device, the Poltergust. Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects, and interact with the environment. It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades. Plus, when you spot a ghost,
我是可以考虑，如果还找到我的游戏卡带的话，之后再来玩。等这个快出来的时候，我还蛮可爱的，对啊，真的是太多游戏了。
In this game, you'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab,
我已经很久没有破台过一个游戏了。
broken down clock factory that's full of sand, a mine covered in ice and snow, and even more places. These troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block your path. Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day? Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online can do some exercise across
能
different
线上合
multiplayer
作，但
modes.
是没有办法机就对了。
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
明年夏天，哇
How was that?
Switch 真的是已经时间感觉已经快要差不多了，因为开始在搬比较旧的东西出来。Metroid 不是马里奥，很多经典 BGM 都是从洋楼来。对啊，洋楼的音乐好，很赞啊。他们自家的游戏大多音乐我都觉得做蛮认真的。马里奥这什么东西
What's that? It's a large question block. Actually, this question block currently appears on the roof of the previously announced Nintendo Gallery that's under construction in Uji City, Kyoto Prefecture.
OK.
The official name of this gallery will be the Nintendo Museum.
Nintendo Museum 在东京的。
At the Nintendo Museum, a wide
先搬出
variety
新
of
主机下
Nintendo
下午，
products from
不
the
可能
company's
啦！
history will be displayed.
他们已经有搬出新的博物馆了。
Construction is going well, and we plan to finish up by March 2024.
那应该已经过
We'll
了，应该
share
也差
more
不多，现在应该
information
是在内
such
装
as
吧。
the opening date at another time. Please stay tuned. Next, we'd like to share some updates on upcoming amiibo figures. The Zelda and Ganondorf amiibo figures are releasing on November 3rd.
萨达的，我比较好奇有什么功能。
Noah and Mio from the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game will be released as a set
Noah 为什么脸看起来变得比较宽一点？应该是他刘海关系啊。Mio 看起来做的还不错。
And finally, we have a new amiibo figure to announce.
诺亚还是行。
The DLC fighter from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, is on the way. With the release of Sora, everyone is here from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in amiibo form. Please look forward to its release next year.
出主意出 Museum。
Today's amiibo announcements.
主机到时候等 Museum 好了之后再放在里面呢。哎呦，这个不说。经典游戏要做新的了。
The first F-Zero game.
F-Zero
returns as a 99-player battle royale.
哦 ，OK， 好，变成99人的，跟那个之前那个 Ashes 一样。
Classic F-Zero courses with machines from the original Super NES game.
该出一个 vlog 去一趟，我也想去啊。对呀。 经典呢，哎，这个99这个还蛮有意思的。这我会想玩。99的话，其实这个99的人还蛮好玩的。我之前那个如果是方块，我也觉得很赞。99人如果是方块，我就觉得也觉得还蛮有意思。
Super sparks, which appear when machines collide, to boost up to a special path called the Skyway.
画面好乱，就是要乱呢。
And jumping into a higher position.
还好啦，这个跟奇蛋比起来差不多。
Complete goals while you're racing to unlock cosmetic options for your machine.
好像很嗨。
99 players, one winner. It's time to race your way to first place. Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch
是有 NSO 的话才能玩呢，跟之前那个俄罗斯方块一样。
More than 30 years after its original release,
他是想要新作品啊，虽然说这个99也不错啦，但是他想要很多人是在想要新的，乱在不同层次也是，毕竟人家是像素在乱。
Okay, let's continue with some more headlines.
One little hero, one humongous problem.
怎么一堆猫咪的东西？
Welcome to Bandle City, a whimsical land inhabited by small fuzzy beings called Yordles. After a party gets a little too wild, the portals holding the land together collapse and throw everything into chaos. It's up to you and your knitting magic to stitch Bandle City back together. Journey across the land to gather materials and craft items and meals for the locals.
是你需要做东西。
As you continue gathering and crafting, you can weave together new upgrades by unlocking more branches of the skill tree. Enchant your experience even further by embarking on quests and hosting festivals for the community. Can you save Bandle City? And what mysteries will you discover during your magical adventure? Bandle Tale, a League of Legends story, launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
LOL 的故事，还有的支线游戏就对了。
Did you hear that? Join best friends Nunu and Willem on a journey across the frozen wilds of the Freljord. Jump, climb, and sled your way through a beautiful yet treacherous land, where every step taken and each puzzle solved will bring you closer to the truth about these friends and their past. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story, launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 1st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Let's move into Formation.
瓦力哦。
doesn't feel like a prize.
Greetings! Welcome to the island. This tropical resort contains tons of micro games that'll get your body moving. In each micro game, you'll get into a specific pose called a form. Copy the form shown, then perform the correct action as quick as you can.
Hand model.
The micro games will come one after another, so look alive.
又要做运动。
Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out.
感觉很累呢，这感觉比之前的那个逃反应的还要累呢。
Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
因为瓦力欧的游戏，瓦力欧这种小游戏的这个合集啊，之前都是按键跑速度的比较多，现在这个动作的感觉。
Everyone's in for a wacky time. WarioWare Move It launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 3rd. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
到目前11月有2个， 我印象有2
tale will soon unfold.
OK.
Lead an army of over 100 heroes into battle and put an end to an empire's invasion.
Uden Chronicle 这个前 XGP 有他们的前传，
Sane,
然后这才是本传
the empire, and Marissa, a forest guardian.
这个游戏蛮有趣的是，它主游戏是整个游戏是募资的，然后募资成功到他们把前 demo 前传做成一个完整游戏，另外出来给大家玩。
This is your home base, known as the headquarters. As allies join you, additional facilities will become available. You'll be able to tend crops, open shops, and more.
OK， 所以城市也会跟着你的
has their own backstory and motivation. They may not always get along at first, but these conflicts may strengthen the bonds between your heroes. Trust, betrayal, justice, and truth. A heroic tale will begin when Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches on Nintendo Switch, April 23rd. Participate in some pixel-perfect play.
这是那个解谜的吧？哦，不是。
Next stop, Octopia. Travel to a charming parallel world in this paid DLC for Eastward.
OK.
Sam and John turn the pages of a new chapter as they adjust to country life in a mountainside village. Tend to livestock. Whip up culinary delights for your neighbors.
变成是农场游戏 DLC 就对。
village thrive.
梦幻之国我之前没玩完，我就想回去玩。
Don't worry. You can access the DLC even if you haven't played the main story. Eastward, Octopia ventures onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
还蛮漂亮的，不管是像素啊，还是它前面这个主要海报这个画面都不错。
In this sequel to War Groove, charge across 3 tactical campaigns with valiant factions, including a new Mousefolk faction.
难，有点太难了。那中间有一关难到我，
You can now supercharge your commander's groove to unleash devastating attacks. Lead a roguelike offensive in conquest mode. Battle friends locally or online. Or create and share your own cutscenes and campaigns. War Groove 2 marches onto Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive October 5th. Get out of my way! Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Dave 要来了吗？
by day. Then serve them as sushi by night.
这个我想玩。
Dave the Diver.
我在等Switch版的，终于要出来了。
And create the day's menu. Then tend to the clamoring customers at your sushi restaurant. Explore an ever-changing underwater world to find the best ingredients and strive to exceed culinary expectations. Dave the Diver launches first for consoles on the Nintendo Switch system October 26th. Pre-orders and a free demo swim onto Nintendo eShop later today. The final wave is racing in. Here's a sneak peek at Wave 6, the final wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC. From the Mario Kart Wii game, Daisy Circuit. More returning characters are also being added in Wave 6. From the Mario Kart Double Dash game,
Wave 6.
Diddy Kong. From Mario Kart Wii, Funky Kong.
可是后面还有2波，我以为要结束。
And from the Mario Kart Tour game, Pauline. And also, Key Jet. Wave 6 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game drives onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
This holiday, 所以也还没有给
Nintendo
日
Switch Online Plus expansion pack
没有给
members
日期
can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own. Something new is among us.
太空狼人杀，新的地图吗？Nogus S 安莫库斯新地图哦，这游戏我没有玩啊，但是之前会看，有稍微看了一点点。The Fungos.
This new map for Among Us is free and launches this October.
What did you think? Thanks for sticking with us this far. Next up, we'd like to recap some of the previously announced Nintendo titles you can look forward to playing from September onwards. Let's take a look.
这次大概对我们来说最大的应该就是那个啦。那个期待 DLC， 它有更多画面，而且确定是8号会回来。那时候一开始看到背影，还以为是饭田。不过蛮多是明年初才会来。我真的录一集这个要到夏天。然后碧姬公主那个也是。
This next video will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
最后一个会是什么 ？OK， 又是马里奥的东西。Paper Mario， 折纸马里奥，这叫折纸马里奥。这是上一座。纸片马里奥 ，OK。看起来是应该上一款。纸片马里奥我自己是还蛮喜欢的，我喜欢那个它的画风跟那个整体的纸的那个效果做的，我觉得还做的蛮不错。我上次还没玩，我也是啊，纸片马里奥我也还没玩完，我这里玩的很慢，就想到才会回去一下，想到回去玩一下。 难。2024全部都在讲明年的东西。
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, originally released on Nintendo GameCube, will return with enhanced graphics. Whether you played the original or have yet to play it, we hope you look forward to experiencing this adventure in a paper world starring Mario and friends. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
有期待的东西可能都还很后面。好，结束了。你们觉得如何？还行吗？我是有，当然有DLC 的部分可以看到更多，我觉得真的不是令人开心的。不过其他的好像就还好。路易吉洋楼也是会让我想要回去玩第3代嘛。战旗啊，对，那个不确定有没有下午茶那个战旗，那看起来还不错。主机总不可能不会有主机啊！主机的话，再怎么样也要等明年初或者是明年暑假咯。啊，那我们今天先到这边，没有太多的期待啊，没有太多的期待，那就好。可是期待那看起来好像还蛮好玩的，设计有一定的那个设计感。那我先继续打那个我们的宝可梦，明天我应该会播，还行，但时间拖很久。对，就是很多小东西啦，很多小东西。但是都蛮后面的，我就觉得放太多明年的东西，没有不够多今年的。啊，明天的话就是继续玩宝可梦，然后我看能不能这集就是再多抓一点，多探索一下。那就先要这样子咯，谢谢大家，晚安，拜拜。